It's very, very autumny today. There's now more leaves on the ground than there are on the trees. So in the White House, have you seen their petrol supply? Just in case the zombie apocalypse comes. Very useful.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
Look at that, the sun's out. It's autumn, but it's sunny. It's nice. This tree is just about given up with leaves. Gone from green to red, and now very much to orange and yellow. Anyway, we're going to head round to Kew Gardens and see what's going on in there. Welcome to the children-based chaos of White Peaks. It's where all children end up if they're in the gardens. They can cause anarchy wherever they go. Isn't it amazingly blue? Hello. Look how blue it is. When it's really, really grey and snowing in like a month's time, it's worth remembering that this day actually happened, because it's hard to believe otherwise. It's very nice, it's very bright. I'm looking straight at the sun. I can't see anything. This is the treetop walkway, which begins with an X to confuse matters, which haven't been up in ages because the lift is permanently broken forever. But you can take the stairs. It should be quite a nice view. That's the ground. We're up here in the trees with the birds. Well, the birds have all gone because there's so many humans. And the planes. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? That's what autumn's about, right there.
That is, oh my god, you should kill yourself.
That seems extreme.
Did you just video that, Toby?
Yeah.
Also, can we look on this camera?
Now she's got ahead, now she hasn't. Now she has.
We're talking about our team like that. When I say team, like, you're not part of it.
Team table 3. That's an Xbox cupcake. Hang on, let's get some full branding in there. It's moving around. And this is how this evening goes. See, look, Percy Pig cake mix. This is exactly the sort of mature adult things that you need to do on a Monday night. The boiler just had a little moment. He seems happy now. Yes, he's having issues. Stop it!
It's time to send an invisible email.
Are you recording something?
Should I send
I'm just showing a meeting in full swing.
Can you write this report for Toby?
I just did. I told you all the cool things we do on air.
So what cool things do we do on air, Toby?
We talk about the website and it makes people go to it.
Right.
Stop looking at tiger.
Never a tiger.
What's your...
Good evening. We are going to have some Chinese food, which has become the plan. It hasn't been a couple of weeks, so I don't feel too bad. But because we've had to wait for the boiler engineer to come round. He had to come round all the way from number 36 to number 45. So obviously it took him literally 10 minutes because the boiler's being stupid, which is perfect because it's really warm out. So by the time he'd gone, it seemed rude to start cooking, especially as I'd put all the pans on the floor. So Chinese, excellent.
First year at
We are both here.
First year.
Here with Jack Stedman, who's completed his first year at Global.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're just talking to Vino to start me on my first year's been essentially off. Well, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride, to be honest with you, Vino. I feel like it's the quickest year of my life.
That's just an age thing.
Yeah, well, I feel also that's probably what happens when you go from being a student and having 6 hours of lectures a week
to actually having to earn a living.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, no, well, it did go really quick, because obviously I had 6 weeks being an intern, and then I was freelancing.
Was it only was 6 weeks?
Because I started mid-November, and then by the new year I was freelancing.
That's, from my perspective, that's a very quick year.
Yeah.
It's a quick year of Stedman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster ride. There's a couple of drowns in January. At first I felt like, I really wanted to work as hard as I could, and then I felt like I got there and I was getting more confident, and then I got the job and everything's great, and I had a couple of incidents, but...
Got a couple of incidents.
Well, I've had a couple of incidents.
Nothing big.
No,
you're still here.
It was like, same as 2000, it was one of those years that everyone's like, oh, the world was predicted to end or whatever. It was supposedly quite a big year, and now it's just nearly over and it's 2013.
It was a big year.
Hello. It's November the 15th, which I think is the latest I've ever tried to walk the Thames Path in the morning, and this will be, bar a miracle, the last time I'll do it this year. And the reason for that is the sun literally rose 3 minutes ago, and this is the time I have to leave to make it work. Plus I'm really tired. So unless I'm for some reason working later hours, who knows, then yeah, I think this is probably the last time. It's a shame. It's also a shame the sun's not out, but it does feel very autumnal and it is quite cold. So then, this is Thursday. Adrian has gone on holiday, so that means there is now about 7 days that we have in the office with no Adrian, which will mean, I promise you, that at least one slightly interesting thing will happen during that period. So yeah, next week's vlog could be interesting. And this Sunday, so that's technically the next vlog, I'm afraid, is going for a river cruise with dinner, so that's nice, Groupon deal. And then the week after that, vlog after that, Paris. So plenty of stuff still going on, even though it's November. Do you remember that morning when I was walking along here and I walked straight into a tree branch like a complete idiot? Well, the good news is, for those people as stupid as I, that they finally cut that branch off. So now your dignity will be intact, even if your brain is not. Probably do me some good. I think I told you I felt a bit woozy for a while, but the bump on my head that I've had since I was 14 and went head first into a chest of drawers, it's actually got smaller since then. I don't know. Despite being Jewish, I'm not a doctor. It's very wet underfoot this morning, so there must have been a very high tide last night. Sort of makes it a bit interesting around here. But nowhere near as high as it has been in Venice last week. There's been pictures on the news of one of the highest tides they've had. I think the 6th highest tide they've had in... there's also a dead pumpkin here, so I got distracted. Yeah, 6th highest tide they've had in like 100 years. So that meant like St Mark's Square and what have you had about 2 foot of water. There's lots of pictures of people swimming in it, which is, I don't know, idiotic because it's freezing. But they seem to be having fun. Just looks very different. It's kind of the weather is much like it is here, so misty and grey. You can see these huge cruise ships, not very far away from the bank, because they probably don't know where the bank is. And then, 2 foot of water over the roads. Not quite as nice as it was when we were there, to be fair. Do you remember that feeling at school, or if you are at school, do you know that feeling where it's really, really cold, it's winter, it's kind of November like it is now, and you have to go and do sports. And it doesn't really matter whether you like sports or not. The fact of the matter is, it's bloody freezing. And half the time all you can think about is the next time you're going to be warm. That's how those guys feel right now. Unfortunate. Breaking news. Jesus returns soon. The question is, does Jesus return sooner than the next train to Waterloo, or is he going to come after that? They should have written on the timetable, and then everyone would be clear. It's getting mistier actually. Jesus is the Lord. Good to know. And SPQR, which, unless I'm mistaken, is the Roman initials. Interesting. Anyway, it's getting mistier. It's not clearing up, it's getting worse. So that's exciting. I may not make it, but I probably will. Welcome to the most expensive houses on the walk. Anyway, more importantly, it's been 25 minutes now nearly since I saw that sign that said Jesus was coming soon, and there's still no sign of him. Now, I did see a guy with a really impressive beard, but it turns out he was just doing Movember, so still no sign of Jesus. I feel a bit let down, if anything, so that's quite upsetting. And as for his return, obviously as a Jew I take issue with that. He hasn't been here yet, so it'd be nice if he showed up anytime you like, really, Jesus. Not in a rush. I always hate this bit of the journey. It's not that it's not a very nice park and you're in a very nice church, it's that I'm in Hammersmith, which means I'm about to go to work. Boo. Good morning, it's Friday and I have no working boiler. Day 3 in the cold brother house. That was ridiculous. It's very cold. That's what happens when you have no boiler. And we replaced one part of the boiler. I say we, a professional trained boiler engineer has. And now we need to replace, again, paid trained professional, another part, although I have to go and buy it. So that may well be this afternoon's mission. But suffice to say, I'm not impressed. Anyway, that's what's happening in my world. Look, it's me again, in almost exactly the same place. I'm back home and it's light. No, it's not the summer. I have a broken boiler. I've now picked up the parts, so they'll be fitted shortly, hopefully. At least I hope they will, because it's going to be quite cold this weekend and having no hot water has not proved to be fun. So, having now spent about £150 on fixing this boiler, it better work! I suppose it's marginally better sorting that out than being at work, but it's a close run thing, to be honest. Boiler repair, it's not exactly what I live for. I'm not fixing it, incidentally. I'm just opening doors and running around. Please work. Ooh. That's how you know it's winter. Robins. There we go. That's my friendly local gas-safe boiler repairman. And yes, he lives literally there. You can't really ask for more, can you? It's walking distance, which means he's been able to do half of these things sort of at, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, whilst I've been... whilst I've been in. Usually they're like, oh, I'll come round at 10 o'clock and you have to take a day off work. But so the only thing that I had to take off was just so he could come and fit this for this evening. So now watch this, okay? This isn't going to be very exciting for you, but I assure you, this is going to be very exciting for me. First of all, there's a light and no error light. Then if you do this, and you turn the hot tap on, the important thing you should be watching is about there. Yes! Power! My water is no longer freezing. Watch this, look. No shock. It's actually quite pleasant. I know it's simple things, but trust me, in the winter, no boiler, no fun. The only thing that's kept me from not dying of hypothermia is this gas fireplace, which is on different supply, so works perfectly. But other than that, the flat has been relying on other friendly flats around it to heat itself. So, yeah, I am very happy. And warm now. I'm happy and warm. What more could you ask for on a Friday? And for some food. I think we need to go shopping. Got almost nothing. And it's all very well having shelter if you have no supplies. So that will be the last mission of the week.